everyone, and welcome back to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich and German international team content on YouTube. Today we'll be doing a tier ranking of all the currently released World Cup kits. So we have 26 years. We're missing out on 6 nations, unfortunately, but I really want to get this video going. So unfortunately, those 6 nations will have to miss out, but it's their fault. I mean, for not obviously releasing it so close to the tournament, and pretty much everyone's released it by now. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So right off the bat, we have Argentina here. Obviously a classic, iconic home kit, the white and blue stripes. I like this one a lot. I'm going to put this right in A. I think that's an easy decision. It's nothing crazy, but it's tried and true. It's a good looking kit. At the end of the day, I'm a big fan. And then next we have Australia here, like the white. I like the pattern in the background. I like the green. I really like this one. I'm going to put this in A too. I know 2 A's right off the bat is intense, but I really like both these ones. I'm a huge fan of this Australia one. I feel like a caller would have really perfected it, could have put an S tier, but I'm going to keep that one in A. I think that's a nice one. Then next one we have Belgium, and I can't say I'm a big fan of this one. I'm going to put this one in C. They got like a weird thing on the sides there. I'm not sure if it's trying to go get flames here. It's not doing it for me. I think a lot of people don't like this one as well. It's just a questionable kit in my mind. I don't know. I've just seen better from Belgium in the past. I don't think they've always had insane jerseys, but I think they should do better than this one. I think this one was definitely a miss. Probably trying to do a little bit too much with this one. And then next we're going to go with Brazil. I'm going to put this one in B. Obviously a classic, the yellow for Brazil. I like this one, and obviously it's pretty simple. I like the little green around the collar as well, but it doesn't really do enough for me to get the A or S tier. I think B's pretty fair overall. It's a pretty clean kit and probably one of the better ones of the Nike kits to come out. I think a lot of those ones were misses, but I'll get into that a bit later on. Next, we have Canada. This is going to be another B. I personally have this kit. I am Canadian, and you can't really see it well, but there is a little bit of a design on the shoulders there. I do like that. Obviously, very, very basic kit. I was hoping they'd do more of a retro look and kind of like a throwback to the time we made the World Cup previously, which we had beautiful kits for. So I'm gonna give this one a B. It's basic, but it is clean. Canada's on the big stage for the first time in a long time. Would have been nicer to have cooler jerseys, honestly. And then next we have Croatia. I'm gonna just put this one straight in A tier. I really, really like this one. I like the white and red, the checkers. Obviously, an iconic Croatian look, and obviously, it's gonna hopefully be big for a tournament for them. They've been very, very good in the past tournament, obviously in 2018, and in 2020 they had some success in the Euros, but not really comparable to how good they did in the 2018 World Cup. Obviously, making the finals a huge accomplishment, and for such a small nation, or at least like population-wise, very, very impressive by the Croats. And hopefully they have another good tournament. Obviously, there's some strong teams in their group like Belgium and Canada. Next, we have England, and this one's going in D. I think this one looks awful. It's a Nike kit. It's like different shades of blue throughout the shoulders. It's ugly. It's like it's plain, but they also messed it up somehow. So this one's awful in my mind. It's a D for sure. Next one, we are moving on to Ecuador. This one, it's okay. I'm not even sure who the sponsor is here. But like it's just yellow. It's got a bit of like red, and it looks like black there. I mean, I don't know. I can't give it anything better than a C. It's pretty lame, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I like the little thing on the shoulder there, but yeah, not a very inspiring shirt, that's for sure. And then next we have France. I'm gonna throw this one in B. It's obviously very similar to the home kits they've had in the past. It's nice, but I don't think anything special. I wouldn't put it any higher than B in my mind. And this one might be a controversial one. I'm gonna put this one in S tier. I think this Germany kit's beautiful. I know I was a bit skeptical before they like officially released it, just based on like what the educated guesses were going to look like. But I think this turned out really, really nice. Like the shoulders, the thing in the middle, it's different. I've never seen something like this from Germany before, but I think they pulled it off. I think this kit looks beautiful. Next, we are moving on to, I believe this is Ghana, and it's just, I don't know, it's not anything special in my mind. I'm going to give this one probably a D. I don't know. It's just plain. It's got like a little bit there on the cuffs, and then it's just, I don't know. It's not very inspiring. I think for home kit, that's pretty lame, to be completely honest. Next, we're moving on to Japan. I think this one's an S tier. I love this Japan jersey. I like the I like the shoulders. I like the whole design. I like the colors. I'm a big fan of this one. I think Adidas did a very, very good job this year with the kits. I'm going to put this one in S tier. I think Japan has also had some really great colors in jerseys in the past. Next, we're going to go on to Mexico. I'm going to give this one an A tier. I think this one is kind of similar to Japan. I just think green and red. I'm really close to, honestly. I'd probably give this like one of the better ones in the A group. It's on the cusp of being an S tier jersey, but not quite there for me. And then next one, we have Morocco. I like this one. I'm going to give this one a B. I know it's simple, but I just think it's better than the ones in C. And I don't know, it's like the red and green combo. It's cool. Obviously, not a lot of nations have that. I mean, there's some like Mexico that have that, and obviously Portugal. But I do like this one. I'm going to give it a B. I think that's pretty fair. Next, we're going on to the Netherlands. I think this one is one of the worst there are. I mean, it's not even like the proper color for their home kit. That's like the iconic Netherlands orange kits. This is like goldish yellow. I don't know what they were thinking. This is obviously an awful, awful shirt in my mind. That thing they completely missed with this one. Next we have Poland, and I'm gonna give this one a C tier. Honestly, C or D. I could throw it in D as well, but I mean I think it's like slightly redeemed by this little design up there. But apart from that, pretty lame. Not very inspiring. Uh, I guess Poland not gonna go to something too bold. And then next we have Portugal. This one, as much as I hate to say it, I think Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup could be in very, very ugly colors because I think like just like the way it's like divided in half and it's red and green. I think that's so bad. I think that's such a bad kit. I know I'm really critical of the Nike ones, but it just looks so wrong. Not a fan at all of this one. Next one we have Qatar, obviously the home nation of this World Cup. I think this one's okay. I mean, I'm gonna give this one probably a B. I think it's like very, very basic, but I love that little thing right there. I think that's a really, really cool design. Obviously, matches their flag. I think that one honestly kind of redeems the shirt. Obviously, just like a super small detail, but I really, really, really like that one. I think that's super, super cool. Next, we have Saudi Arabia. I think this one's pretty nice. I'm gonna give this one a B. It's got like a nice little design out of the green. It's simple, but I think this one works. Like compared to the ones that are simple but like don't work, you can see the difference between like this and that. I think obviously that's a much nicer kit, and I think this like if you just compare all these different categories, I think these stand above the tiers, and I think the tiers make sense so far. Next, we have Senegal. I'm gonna give this one a C. It's pretty basic. I mean, it's kind of like it's got like the nice little design there. I love when like kits do that. I mean, a lot of the ones I've ranked highly have that little extra right on the beginning of the arms. I like that one, but for me, it's just not. I don't know. Maybe it's just the colors like white, green, yellow, and red. Nothing like too bold and just a little bit. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not perfect for me. Maybe it's the color's fault. Like if that was like black and gold, maybe that would be cooler. But next, we're heading on to Serbia. I'm gonna give this one a C. I think it's pretty basic. I think obviously they get the nice little cuff thing again, but it's just I don't know. Maybe just the way it works with the shorts as well. It's just too much red in my opinion. I'm not really a big fan of it. Next, we have Spain. I'm gonna give this one a C as well. I think I think it's okay. I don't really think it's anything spectacular. I think they could have went for something bolder here. And the next one, I'm gonna go with Switzerland. I know a lot of C's in a row now. Like we've had like what, like 5 C's in a row. But I think this one's okay. It's got like nice little design by the shoulders, but that's pretty much it. I think the color is kind of cool, but I can't really give it anything higher than a C. And then next one we have Uruguay. I think this one is a beautiful kit. I'd be tempted to put this one in S tier. I know it's just I don't know. It just works. It works. The shoulders, the collars, the arms, and just like all the colors just work really really well together. I think that like light blue and white works really well together, similar to Argentina's. But I'd probably put this one like at one of the highest of this category. These are all super super nice. If you wanted to even out the categories more, but maybe you could throw these two up in S tier. But I really really like the Uruguay kit. I think that would be like having Cavani or like Suarez in the back of that kit, I think would be super, super awesome. Like, definitely a kit to keep for the future. So maybe I'll get that one, but not really a fan of Uruguay, so that really makes sense for me. Then the last two, we have USA here. This one's going to go in D. This one is ugly, and it's sad to see so many D kits this time around, but it's lame. It doesn't work like it's just weird and inconsistent like areas where they put in different designs and like I don't know, maybe if there's like connected these two little parts, maybe it'll look better, but it just looks, it looks weird. It just honestly, it looks really weird. And lastly, we have Wales. I'm gonna put this one in B. I like this one. It just the color, the design. I think it looks nice on the shoulders as well. And obviously, I think it just overall nice kit. But I think this rounds it out a bit. I think this rounds it out pretty well. I'm interested to see what everybody else thinks. I'm gonna do an away kit. I'll be doing an away shirt video as well in the future. But interested to see what everybody thinks. I'll send a link in the description below so everyone can feel free to make their own ranking of this, and it's already all set up for you, which will be nice and convenient. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe to this channel. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, Mia Samia.